guys, I got a couple of requests to do an eyebrow video, so here's my attempt to do one as quickly as possible. Now, if you don't have time to watch this, don't worry, I'm just gonna go ahead and upload it on YouTube so you don't have to worry about that. Anyhow, I will list the products that I use for this eyebrow tutorial below. So let's just dig in. Here we go. I'm going to be starting with my Anastasia DipBrow pomade in the color chocolate with an angle brush and just using a little bit of product. I'm going to begin to create the shape of my brow. And I've already brushed my brow out of the way, but I will demonstrate. I'm just using one side of the spoolie on my waterproof retractable liner by Motives in the color medium brown. I'll be using that for the tutorial as well. So I am just gonna begin at the base of the brow and start to create my shape. The more you do this, the easier it'll get for you. Sorry, I can't talk and do that at the same time. I'm trying, but it just doesn't work for me. I look like I am pulling it together. Here we go. All right. So with a very light hand and a little bit of the product, there's just a little bit of product left, I begin just kind of adding a little bit more color to the front part of the brow, and all the while creating the shape that I want for my brow. Okay, the tail end should be a little bit darker because that's what it looks like naturally. And as you can see, when I began with my brow, I had no brow there or anything. My brow's growing really sparse. I don't know what happened to me. Some of you guys can attest to this, but for those of you who are blessed with nice brows, hey, I'm happy for you. Anyway, I gotta shape my brows and create a brow, build a brow, basically. Next product that I'm going to be using, excuse me, is my Color Perfection Quad, and the color that I'm going to be using is medium dark. There it is right there. I love this thing. It's awesome. It's used for so many things: highlight, contour, sculpt, shape, everything. So I'm just going to be using a little bit of that, one of those colors there to just define the brow underneath. And with a stiff shader brush, a stiff, small shader brush, I just begin to sculpt and define my brow. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just do the best you can. Okay. Then I'm going to go in with that same retractable waterproof pencil liner in medium brown, and just soften it a little bit more here in the front part of the brow. Then with the other side, this is my Motives for Lala. Did I say that? I don't know. Anyway, this Motives for Lala medium brown, and it's a retractable waterproof pencil liner. The bomb. Order yours today. Just lightly fill in the sparse areas of the brow. I love this because it adds color to the brow. It also helps to keep the brows in place because it has a little bit of a waxiness to it. Then I just soften the brow some more with the other side, the spoolie side. Yeah. Silly. Okay. Then I use, believe it or not, a black gel liner by Motives Cosmetics in the color Little Black Dress, just to help to define the brow even more. And yes, it is black, but I like for my brows to have like a gradient look to it, from dark to light. So I'm just going to use a little bit of that color underneath my brow, just a little bit. You guys should see what my arm looks like. It looks crazy right about now. Heck of different colors. But oh well, that's what artists do. So I'm just gonna go underneath the brow and just begin to shape it very lightly. Sculpting, shaping even more. Ooh, I like this. I like the way my brow is turning out. This is my favorite thing to do, brows, because they really help to shape and add dimension to the face. Yay, I like that. Can you guys see that? I wish you could see this in person. It's so cute. Anyway, I like that brow better than I like the other one. So here's a quick tip when doing your brows. You begin at the inner corner of your eye, and I've gone out just a little bit further for my brow. At the inner corner of my brow, because I want my brows to look a little bit longer. And then for your arch, you want to go at the middle part of your eye and at a 45-degree angle. That's where your arch should be. Okay. Then for the tail end of your brow, another 45-degree angle, and that's where the tail of your brow should be. Can you see that? Let me just fill it in a little bit more. I'll use the same pencil and just fill it in a little bit. Really difficult to do while holding this camera. Yeah, that works. Okay, and then you could set it and soften it at the same time by using a powder. Motives Cosmetics has a dual powder set. It has like 2 different powders that you can use for your brows to soften your brow, fill in with color and all that. But I'm using something a little bit different today. Why didn't I do this beforehand? I don't know. This is embarrassing, guys. Sorry. I should have opened it prior to. So I'm trying to hold the camera with one hand and do this. Anyway, I'm using a Sonia Kashuk brush and dipping it in a little bit of the powder so that I can fill the brow in even more, and it softens the brow. It just makes it look so soft and pretty. You can use whatever you like for your brows. Pencil, gel liner, a powder form, anything you like to fill in your brows. But I use all of the above because I want my brows to look really cute. And then you can go in on the top of the brow with a little bit of the foundation, that Color Perfection Quad, and I try not to go too light because I don't want my brows to look just like hecka standing out. I do want them to stand out, but I don't want it to look too light on top. So I just use a little bit of that product to shape it some more, sculpt it some more, and define it on the top. I used to go lighter on really light on top, but I stopped doing that because it just doesn't look natural. And the key now and the trend to eyebrows now is a natural brow and not something like really sculpted and shaped and too defined. Otherwise it's not going to look natural. And so there you have it, a nice eyebrow tutorial. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon.